Hi everybody and welcome back to Apple Cottage. This is Sandy and I am Suburban Homesteader, Wyoming. Do you want to learn how to make peanut brittle? The easy, fast, delicious way? Stay tuned. Here are the ingredients that we'll need today. A half a cup of corn syrup, 2 cups of sugar, a half a cup of water, 1.5 cups of peanuts, butter, 6 tablespoons, and 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. In our big pan, stock pan, because it can boil up, I don't want to use a small one, I'm going to put the 2 cups of sugar, half a cup of water, and the half a cup of the light corn syrup. Now you can easily double this recipe, but this is what we're going to make today. I'm going to start with a medium-high heat, and today we're going to use the regular thermometer instead of my digital one. We're going to stir it, we're going to bring it to a boil. It should take about 15 minutes for it to get a good boil, and the temperature that we want it to get to is 340 degrees. I like to use my wooden spoon, and I'm going to lift the thermometer out for right now while I just start to stir it. Make sure you're using a heavy-duty pan and nothing that's aluminum. And it won't take long before all that sugar is dissolved in the water and the corn syrup. Now we lined our 8x8 glass pan with aluminum foil, and I sprayed it with a coconut spray. You could use vegetable oil also. Well, it's just starting to boil. The temperature's up to 180 degrees. And we want it to get to 340 degrees. It should take about 15 minutes of boiling. See how the color has changed? We're ready to take it off. At this point, you have to work really fast. We're going to put the butter in. I made it into little chunks so it was easier. And we're adding the baking soda. See how that's just going to foam all up. I'm going to stir that till that butter is melted. That's about right there. And then we're adding our peanuts in. And I just want to stir that till the peanuts get pretty much evenly distributed. And then it's a matter of pouring it into our pan. That looks pretty good. See how thick it's gotten? You have to be careful when it starts to get at that 340 degrees. You have to work fast. And then we're pouring it into our pan. It's extremely hot. You want to be very careful. This is not a point where the kids can help you. You just want to pour that in there. Now, depending on how thick or thin you want your peanut brittle, you could put it on a cookie sheet and you could spread it out farther. I like it kind of thick. And then I'm just going to take my wooden spoon, or you could use a silicone spatula. And then I'm just going to let that cool. When it cools, I'm going to lift it up and break it. Okay, honestly, the more I looked at it, I needed to spread it out. It was just a little bit too thick. I like it thick, but it was just a little thicker than I wanted it. So I grabbed a cookie sheet and I just lifted that foil out. Now I'm just spreading it around. And that's a better thickness for me. It almost smells kind of caramely. Okay, now I'm going to let it cool. Here is our peanut brittle. I've taken it off the foil, and now it's on a piece of wax paper. And I'm going to put a piece of wax paper all over top of it. I had my meat cleaver. Are you ready? I'm going to slam it. See how it starts to break up? I don't want them too small, but I don't want them too big. So this big one I'll cut again, or slam again. So I just broke them all up. Now some of the pieces, when we go to eat them, will break again. But I'm just going to let them sit there and dry until the morning, and then I'll package them up. And of course, if you would like to win some peanut brittle, what do you have to do? Easy. In the comments below, you write candy. So let's see who our winner is of the fudge and the candied pretzels from last week. Let's pick our winner. Stana Venus, maybe? I'm sorry, I'm sure I'm just pronouncing that so horribly. So what do you got to do? You got to send me your address and I will mail those out to you. Congratulations. Well, congratulations to our winners. As always, like, subscribe, share with the world, share the recipe. It's always in the description box. I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving. And you just enjoy your family and friends. And next week, I am going to make Mounds candy bars and a special recipe I got from His Way Homestead.